Okay, so this is the installation for a Volkswagen MK4 boost gauge. So I purchased this boost gauge from GlowShift. So I received this package right now in the mail. It's well packaged, but so it's pretty well packaged. And so inside the package, I ordered the little pod and the gauge itself. So the gauge itself, it's the tinted 7 color series. It is the 15 pounds of boost because it's stock MK4. So it's a I don't think it will be making more than 50 pounds of boost. So here's the pod that comes. I did it through the website where it says choose your car, and I basically just picked my car and then suggested me that this would fit in my car. So this right here is what's gonna fit inside on the yeah, right about there. So I'll probably take it and do the installation video. Okay, so I set everything out that I have. I got the gauge right here. It's actually really, and it feels good quality too. It's kind of cold because it's really cold outside, but it's very good quality. It comes with the wires already in the back, the little thing to hold it, and then we have the little air hose that goes in there, and then we have the little ring around that maybe we can fit in there. We'll figure out something how to fit it in here. And then there's this 6 feet long, or I might be wrong, could be 6 inches, 6 feet, somewhere around there. And then we have the little T, and then we have it comes with clamps. Oh, just one clamp. Oh, it comes with 2 clamps right here, which is good. 2 clamps. And then it comes with bolts and then instructions how to install. So after this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to install the gauge. And so yeah, so it's pretty much the setup. The cost came out, the whole thing came out around $102 Canadian, including shipping. It took about 3 days to get here, which is pretty good because I ordered it on Friday, but weekends don't really count when shipping. So yeah, so it's pretty good. I'll definitely be installing this right after this, and then probably do more mods, but I went with a smaller boost gauge just because I just didn't know how much boost the car would make, but I know the car makes between 5 and 9 pounds of boost, or somewhere around there. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then yeah, this is pretty cool. And then the little pillars that go in your pot, and then we just gotta drill some holes, and or maybe we can just make it fit. I might have to drill some holes on the top here, or yeah, and the bottom right here as well. Okay, so when you have the gauge, what you want to do for the wiring is you want to extend the wire a little bit longer, because the wire does not go all the way to the plugins. So you can just add, I overdid it, but you can add a little bit more of maybe 4 or 6 inches into the wiring. And then I used a little kind of like a fork, so I just like slide it into the bolts, and 3 of them. So I did it on the yellow one, the black one, and the red one. And the orange one you won't need to, because it's going to the fuse box right beside the driver side. So I'll explain how to connect that one after. So for now, for the pillar to get out of the car was a pain in the butt, because there's different ways you can do it. So there is a, oh, you don't want to lose this, guys. So there is a the one with the airbag that has a bigger hole than this, and you just grab a T20 and then unscrew it. And then there is the ones with the airbags that have a little pin like this. So what you want to do is pop the whole pillar on the side here, and then you're going to stick a little flat head screwdriver, and then pop this right here back like that. And then after you pop that, the whole pillar should come out. This is only the ones with airbags. The ones without airbags, all you have to do is just give it all your strength and pull it back. I'll put that back in a second. The pillar is a bit dirty, but don't worry, I'll clean it up so it looks nice and dirty. Nice and clean, not nice and dirty. And then I drilled 2 holes in this side and 2 holes in this side after you measured it with this side. And then, so it fits nice and easy. I know the pillar, it is black, but I didn't know. I ordered from GlowShift and this is the only color they had, so I'm gonna stick to this. It does not look really bad, but I recommend if you find a better one, or if you know how to take cloth like this, just cut the cloth of go to a junkyard and then grab the cloth of the top of the ceiling and then match it with this and get someone to stitch it or like glue it together. That was my second idea, but it was too much work for me to do, and I didn't want to spend more money than I already did. So yeah, so just grab the 2 holes, drill it, and then after this I'll show you guys how to connect this. And I already connected the hose to the car, and I'll show you that everything how to do properly. Okay, so once you're in the bottom of the car, you're gonna connect, which is the red one, to the 75, which is a yellowish one right here. This one right here. And then you're gonna connect the yellow cable to the 30, and then you're gonna connect the ground to this bolt in the back right here. You can connect it to this 30. I recommend connecting to this 30 because it's a lot easier to get to than compared to this one and this one, because they're already locked. And then I removed the little fuse that goes up there. Okay, so just like this. So then we have the little fork in between there, and then the red one with the yellow with the red, and then you have the ground. And then the instructions are right here. It's so the black one is the ground, the yellow one is the constant source, and then the 12-volt ignition is the red one. The orange one, I'll show you where that goes in 1 second. And then for the last one, it just goes on the second one right here, on the number 5, and you just put it in through it. I ran all the cables from the pillar to the back and then to the bottom. And then for the hose, to run it, you have to cut this little guy and then split it and then run the hose. And then I ran the hose to the back, to there. Here, I'll get it right there. And then you just pull it out, and then you should be able to slide in the little hose. Okay, so it's a moment of truth to see if we have power or not on the gauge. So plug it in and twist it. It is on, and now we're gonna press the clutch. And we're gonna twist it up, and it does have the squeal, but it does work. Color changes, so they have the blue, the kind of, I think this is a setting where it just changes colors. And you click it again, and it's just blue, green, red, blue, yellow, and then so on. But this is my favorite color so far. So now we turn the lights on to see the dimmer. So it doesn't really change on camera, but it does dim the lights. So yeah, so that's basically it. So the gauge is it's pushed in by these 2 tacks, and then in this side, right inside there. And then yeah, the pillar is back on. It's a little bit more clean before. So overall, the gauge works perfectly fine. It has great boost, and it only goes up to 8 pounds when I really hit it, but this is school zone, so I gotta keep it low. And yeah, so I didn't use my signal for this one, so it's kind of bad, but don't do what I'm doing. Don't drive and film, because